Okay, you made some slide about the corporate governance. I wasn't sure what your stand is. Do you think it comes up to your expectations of good corporate governance or not good corporate governance? So where do you rank the management?
So it is seen that as such, it is believed that the media and entertainment are not very good with corporate governance. But if we look at Zee in particular, as compared to their competitors, they have not done a bad job. So according to our analysis, we rank them second in terms of the CSR spending activities that they do.
No, I'm not concerned about CSR here. I'm talking about corporate governance. Do you rate them good or bad? Good. Okay. And what basis would you say that?
So because if you look at even their board of directors, they have 6 board of directors, out of which 3 of them are independent.
Could you run me through your rationale for what the cost of equity is?
We use the arbitrage pricing model, equity model, when we've taken 2 factors. One is the returns on the larger index sensex, over the last 3 years, and then second is the returns on media and entertainment index, which we constructed by ourselves, wherein we took the stocks, we took around 6 companies to form the media and entertainment index, and we constructed their returns for the last 3 years. And then we've taken a risk-free rate of return at around 8% based on government yields.
Why 8%? Why not 8.5 or 7.5?
That is the average that we got for, actually 8% is based on last 5 years average government yields. That is what the average that we got.
But when you're doing that correlation, you're doing it for 3 years, and then for risk-free rate, you've taken 5 years.
Yeah, we've taken a longer. We use 3 years for correlation because prior to 3 years there was like
shares were issued by Zee.
Bonus shares was issued by Zee, and there was other capital structure changes in the different companies. So we use 3 years as a model.
No, hold on. So she was saying some other argument.
No, same thing. That is what I'm saying. That prior to 3 years, bonus shares was issued by Zee. So the capital structure had changed prior to 3 years.
Why should bonus shares affect correlations, and you sort of divide the stock price by half throughout the history? Why?
It's not divided, the number of shares increase, right? So the stock price falls. The stock price
we have to make an adjustment to the stock price. So rather we took it as 3-year period.
Think through it, right? Okay. That's not consistent.
So I am again not able to understand the argument of buy. Can you walk me through that? Why would it be a buy, and what are the various valuation parameters that you've used on various valuation parameters? What is the value that you're getting? And walk me also through some of the risks that you see in your valuation buying.
See, as far as risks are concerned, just go to the PPT. As far as risks are concerned, there are obviously a lot of risks relating to digitization in the country. We assume 2020 as the year for complete digitization in India. It could be delayed, it could be preponed to, it could happen even before that. Another risk is the risk of competition, as in the industry risk. Now, Zee has set up its own JV Media Pro. Now, there are chances that Competition Commission may, indict Zee for this new JV Media Pro that has come out. Even though recently it was vindicated, Competition Commission vindicated Zee and JV Media Pro of any kind of anti-competitive activities. Another risk is obviously the valuation risk. We have assumed a GDP growth rate of 5% for FY14 and 6.8%.
No, my question was justify the valuation. Is it a cheap stock? Why would you recommend a buy? Please justify the valuation. Just walk me through that.
See, valuation, we would say that we've taken a P, as far as P multiple is concerned, we've taken a P multiple, weighted average P multiple of 19.44 around. Right now the P multiple stands at around 28 to 30. So it's already very high. So even if we have taken a conservative figure of 19.44, still we are getting a valuation of around 299. Moreover, we have taken advertising revenues. As far as advertising revenues are concerned, we have assumed revenues only from 4 main sources for Zee. That is regional channels, Zee GEC, Zee Sports, as well as...
and what growth rates are those?
Sorry?
What is the growth rate of revenues?
The advertising revenues are assumed to...
Total revenues.
Total net profits and everything. Net profits are assumed to grow by around 30%. So even if we take into account the Q1 and the Q2 figures, in Q1 there was a net profit growth of around 40% and in Q2 it was 26%. So it closely aligns with our expectations.
Why did profits not grow between FY9 and 11?
Sorry?
Zee's EPS did not grow between
These EPS did not grow between FY9 and
Because
FY11.
during that period, it saw a drop in the advertising revenues. And this
If you look at the revenues, at least the chart that we have here, it was growing at 20% a year.
no, but in 2011 and 2012 both. there was a
But I'm
drop in-
asking about FY9 EPS and FY11 EPS were pretty much the same.
In that case, see, first of all, there was a drop. There was obviously the growth was not as high as the previous years. Secondly, 9/11 it was going through a recessionary phase. The entire industry was going through the recessionary phase. So naturally enough, the advertising revenues were bound to go down. Secondly, Z was on a conservative acquisition spree. It wasn't acquiring much content during those periods.
Okay, what's your take on the dividend payout policies? I mean, do you think high dividend payouts or longer time periods of dividend payout are a reflection of management intent or something? How do you view those from a structural perspective?
As far as investors or shareholders are concerned, obviously they would always like consistent dividend payouts from the company. And since over the past 20 years, since Z has been there since about 1993, Z has been doing pretty well, and it has racked up pretty good numbers, and it's almost in all its sectors it's in the top 3. So as investors, they would obviously like consistent dividend payouts from the company. So yes.
So, I mean, considering that dividends are now tax-free in the hands of the recipient, right?
Yeah.
Whom does it benefit more? As a promoter, I'm making fairly high amount of cash flows by receiving dividends tax-free in my hand versus any other shareholder receiving it in their hands also tax-free, of course. So, whom does it benefit more from that perspective?
The shareholders.
See, even though it's tax, the retail shareholders get a tax benefit because it's tax-free the dividend. There is dividend distribution tax that is incurred on behalf of the companies. So the companies paying out dividend won't be benefited from this clause that you're talking about.
The shareholders will benefit. Ultimately, it's going to inculcate confidence in the company.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.